Welcome back to Honest Straightforward Reviews, guys. I'm super excited today to bring to you guys a comparison between a few third-party bands that I've bought myself, and they've approached me in regards to doing a review. I have done a review for some of them, and some of them I haven't gotten to yet. However, if you want to look at those reviews, I'll link them up top on the right-hand corner, even if I do it in the future, and I'll compare them up against an Apple Watch original, and just to give you guys an idea and about my feedback, where I'm coming from. Now, before I continue, I'd like to let you guys know that this channel completely survives on your subscriptions. And if you appreciate that, all you have to do is subscribe, like, and watch more videos. That way you'd be ensuring that you're supporting my work as much as you can. The three bands that I have in front of you are by Buckle & Band, 360 and Longvidon. So Buckle & Band and Longvidon, they approached me themselves, and if you want to see the unboxing of them properly, or the 360, you can click up top on the right hand corner. 360, I invested in that myself, and let's have a look. So first of all, I'll start off with the leather band. So let's put the Milanese loop and stuff aside. So let's start off with the Longvidon first, just to give you guys a bit of an idea. So the Longvidon, they've got a okay box, not too shabby. They've got the magnet thing. Everyone's got the magnet thing right now, clasp, where it closes with the magnet. So looking at this, they have done a good job on any of the metal parts, so it slides in quite comfortably, and this clasp closes very well and opens very well. No issues there at all. And other than that, the price is okay. It's not too shabby when it comes to the band, where the main part is. So I am left to desire a bit more. So this is very flimsy. I don't like that at all. And I have actually rounded this up like this, rolled it up and put it under a table's leg to make it curve a bit, but it still doesn't curve properly around your wrist. As you can see, it's quite tough. The leather is quite tough, and that's my main concern about this. So Longvidon, if you're out there, this is my feedback. One, you're investing in your website quite a bit. You're investing on reaching out to reviewers, and I have seen some reviewers obviously putting out a really good word for Longvidon. I don't feel like that. Like, as soon as I critiqued it a little bit, and I emailed them prior to critiquing it and picking it apart, and I said, look, this is what I found, what do you guys think? They didn't get back to me immediately. It was just pure negativity, and they did not want to engage at all. So that tells me that they're not really serious, and they're not going to be in this industry for the long term. If you're in the industry for the long term, you want that feedback to improve. So anyways, if they change their mind, so first of all, you have done a good job in investing on your website. You've got some prices are okay, especially when you're buying two bands or more, not one band. It's quite expensive for that. The leather is just so poor. I've bought so many third-party leathers. They all seem like they come from that same cheap part of China, and they're tough. This is cow leather, genuine cow leather being used to mimic crocodile leather, which is not true, and it's cracking and everything. On the other hand, what I would like to show you guys is Apple's version. Okay, so I'll get into that in a second. Let's look at Buckle & Band. Such a hard name. Band and Buckle rolls off the tongue for me a lot easier than Buckle & Band. Okay, so they have done a good enough job. I cannot fault their customer service at all. I've contacted them. They were really smooth. I've given them the feedback. They got back to me as well. They were quite polite, and they worked with me. So in that terms, I am satisfied that they are in it for the long term. So with Buckle & Band, I feel like they're in it for the long term. They do a really great representation of the website. Again, expensive on a single band, but you buy two, you get a third one free, makes it a lot cheaper. And they did a good job on the metal part where it slides in and clasp and it just works. The metal, nothing wrong with that. The leather is a bit better than the Long Vidon one. The Long Vidon one is the absolute worst, but still I feel like it's the same tough, crappy leather from China. You know, I had to put it under the table, round it off to try and get some comfort out of it. It's not comfortable at all. So let's have a look at all three side by side. So looking at all three, so this is Apple's work. This is old. This is with the first generation Apple Watch, which is like, I think 8 years old now, you know, and you can see the wear and tear on it as well. It's quite rough how it's got it, but look at how soft it is. Look at that. You know, it's soft and it just goes around and melts. Look at how easy it is for me to roll it around like that. You can't do any of that with these things, especially around this part is the part that's the problem, because this part is where it goes around your wrist. Okay, this is a bit better, but again, too stiff around here. It makes it super uncomfortable, super unmanageable. Okay, and I have used bands for both of these other bands other than the leather, and I still had some issues. They had some problems with it. So the leather band for Apple is a lot better. Let's look at 360. So that's the Milanese loop for 360. As you can see, it's quite good, you know, from the naked eye. Like, you would be hard pressed to tell the difference between these two. The only difference that I've felt is it's a bit thinner and see-through, whereas this guy is not as see-through at all. Okay, other than that, I really can't fault this at all. The magnet stays put wherever you adjust it. The magnet stays. Nobody can tell the difference. They're not trying to mimic Apple completely. They have their own logo on here, so 360 logo, so you'll be able to tell that this is not a genuine Apple product. But other than that, I can't fault this at all. It's comfortable, it's breathable, it works, it slides in pretty easily, and guess what, this cost me $5 to order. I mean, posting it out in Australia, postage is more than $5. If I'm posting something back to all these people who I'm doing reviews for, if I'm posting it back, it costs me around $16. This is $5 delivered in that box. That box alone is worth more than $5. Okay, so I think this is a really, really good job. I think they have done a great job, and this is something that that Long Vidon and Band and Buckle can take out of a leaf out of their book. So this is something I want them to look at. You want it to not only be a lot cheaper than the competition, you know, because you're going up against Apple, and Apple has such controls. They've done such a good job. The Milanese loop is $139. You can't beat that. That's metal, all these parts. For all these smaller companies to get it going and all this, it costs a lot of money, and they have to sell a large volume to get that money back. So even if they did something like this and they sold it for $139, I'm sure they're not making much on it. But there's 360 out there that they've done this band. I'm really happy with that. And my personal view is I would definitely stay away from Long Vidon. They are not in it for the long term. Buckle and Band, you might give them a try, see how it goes, but 360 was my pick out of the three. I really like them. I really like their bands. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. By the way, this is the original Apple Watch Milanese loop. This is a genuine Apple product. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video to the end. I would appreciate any sort of donation in terms of super thanks. It really helps out, and you'd be ensuring that the long-term continuity of this channel. So without your donations, it's hard for me to fund everything like this. I am still funding everything myself, so any donation would help out a lot. Thank you for watching it to the end. Take good care. Bye-bye.